Good afternoon. This is Thalia MK at Education 2.0 Conference, Dubai, and we have with us talented and beautiful Miss Yuri Hirayama, and she is a school director, educator, and chief sustainability officer at Yuri Education Center. And she has been awarded as a Visionaries Award. So first of all, congratulations. Welcome for being here. Before we start, how does Yuri Education Center incorporate actively into this curriculum?
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Yuri Hirayama. I'm a school director at Yuri Education Center. And then active learning is actually the key word. Not only learning from the textbooks, but also I encourage them to do some field work based on their creative ideas. They have to set up their own project proposal, and then I encourage them to encourage them to work on their own issues, right? It can be something really related to their daily lives. For example, if they think that wasting food is a problem, then I encourage them to think about how to solve that issue.
Oh,
okay. So something, well, very similar to their daily life.
So does this Yuri Education provide normal, like all the like math, English, basic knowledge alongside with this thing, or is just focused on problem solving?
Good. Yes, I have been teaching science, English, and of course other languages and then mathematics for 20 years. But last year I realized that it is important to teach them sustainability as well. But sustainability includes science and social studies too, right? So it's not really new, but it's something they have been learning. But I encourage them to learn SDG related issues.
As you said, the sustainability, in what ways does the center collaborate with sustainability, and how does the collaboration benefits the student and the environment and your education center?
Yes. Many students have already learned from the professors or from the teachers, like science or sustainability. But I invite sustainability practitioners, like company presidents, of course, or SDG experts.
So that it's like having their own kind of internship while studying about it, not after.
Right. So
awesome.
Even though they are teenagers or like 8 or 9-year-old kids can learn more about practical knowledge, how the sustainability knowledge is utilized in society. So that is why learning from sustainability practitioners is such an important thing. Yes.
So when you say teenagers, this education is provided remotely, or is it in only in specific region?
Oh, actually, I started to teach students in Tokyo because I was located in Tokyo at that time. So basically on weekdays, I mainly focused on teaching Japanese students. But on weekends, such as Saturdays and Sundays, I started to so that I could include students from all over the world.
Wow.
Especially focusing on African countries and Asian countries and sometimes European countries. And then, as you can imagine, Japanese students used to be very shy.
Yes.
Very conservative as well, but they are not very good at expressing their ideas, mentioning on their opinions. But after learning from students from all over the world, they realize the importance of expressing and mentioning their opinions, right? And then collectively taking actions. So that's why it is very important.
So do you feel a difficulty in, because every place, like every country have their own curriculum, secondly their own values and their own troubles or stress factors.
Yes.
Do you find it difficult to provide the same kind of education in different places, or do you have a strategy where you vary the needs of the kids?
Very, very good. I am trying to empower women and children, especially, for example, right? But I'm not trying to change their culture. I respect their own culture. So that is why when I use, for example, Sustainability Development Goal, SDG 12, responsible consumption and production, that's the theme that they can commonly share, right? So for example, SDG 12, let's set up the topic, and then they can actually introduce their own solutions, own proposals. But the common theme is necessary. So that's where I should use the common theme like SDG 12,
Ah, okay,
then so that they can get united.
okay.
Right.
So what measures do your center take to cultivate a sense of global awareness when it comes to among your students? How do you educate them?
For example, when the Tokyo Olympic Games were held, for example, I suggested them, right? I encouraged them to participate in as a volunteer, okay, in order to work for them, right? Because the athletes were coming from all over the world. So that's where they can utilize the knowledge. They can contribute themselves. And then not only Tokyo Olympic Games, but Summit, for example, or I highly encourage them to get interacted with the people from all over the world. So let's say there are exchange students inside their universities, right? But usually Japanese people tend to be very shy, right?
Okay.
But now they are more proactive.
That's
to,
amazing.
Right,
That's
start
really good.
talking with them, right?
They're now able to express themselves.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Really good.
Right.
So
that's
tell
what
us
I mean
how.
by, I'm sorry. That's what
No,
I mean by
sorry.
active learning.
Yes.
Yeah.
So being here, receiving an award for education and trying to educate the next generation.
Yeah.
How do you feel? How does it feel to be recognized today?
Right. That's what I mean by empowering. Empowering women and children, right? So that they can empower each other. Once I can empower students, for example. Now they are the ones who need to empower others.
Yes.
Well, the ones in the same community, inside the same university, inside the same high school. So, for example, if they think that, well, diversity and inclusion is a very important topic, and then I ask them to, right, find some topic that's existing inside the school. For example, then they came up with the idea, okay, they can suggest some genderless uniforms, for example. And then some of the ideas were actually
they're innovative.
Innovative.
They're out of the box.
Yes.
So it's like being in the box but still having a vision of outside. That's really nice.
Yes.
How has your experience been so far in Education 2.0 conference?
Yeah, and then I have met practitioners, of course, and professors, and health experts, medical doctors, right? Each one of them is really engaged in their own activity. So I was able to absorb the ideas, and then, well, I have received so much influence from the professionals, right?
It's our pleasure. So tell us if anybody wants to avail your services or have you to educate us and your center, how they can reach out to you.
Yes.
Can you tell the audience?
Right. I mainly use LinkedIn. So whenever you are interested in my activities, feel free to contact me on LinkedIn. Yes, and I'm going to reach out to you.
Thank
yes,
you so
that's
much
the
for your
approach.
time. And
Thank you.
Congratulations on your award. As she mentioned, women and children are the niche, and we don't we give all the responsibility to the man to earn and to get education, and they kind of get behind and not get noticed. So whatever ideas you have, they can be small, they can be tiny, they can be stupid. As long as you believe in it and work hard, they are the ideas worth it. So just work on it, be authentic. On that note, be kind, keep smiling, stop wasting your water, avoid using plastic, and Thalia MK signing off. Thank you.